it's a brand new day in the USA. Let's check out this Radian Magwell thingy. CRKT. Not a whole lot to it, I guess. For Glock 43X and G48. Anchor plus Magwell. Let's take a look. Interesting. Okay. So there's no additional parts needed, so how do you install it? Oh wait, yeah, there. Here. It is metal versus a polymer. A set screw type of deal. And then here we have what looks to be a spring and some sort of detent looking thing. Not sure if I'm doing that. That's the only way to do it though. Slide the anchor screw through the tapered opening at the top of the anchor and down into the threaded hole. Rotate the anchor screw until its tapered head just makes contact with the matching tapered opening at the top of the anchor. I'm not quite sure I understand what they're saying.
Legs of this thing, bring it down here, take this particular screw, which has a kind of a bronze look to it, and we're going to screw it into the plug before we put it into the gun, okay?
Oh.
And we're going to get it down here and get it started. It's interesting that it gets kind of stuck there. Okay, so you start it by hand. All right, you can see what's happening. I'm screwing it in, right? And as I bring it down here and it stops, you're going to see that it's going to stop right here in between these two legs of this this plug. And you'll see that the plug has this screw has a kind of a head on it. And as I then screw this, it's going to expand the material, the actual aluminum material, just enough to capture and catch hold of the actual size of the frame, which is pretty unique. And almost, unbelievable when you think, well, we're expanding the steel. Well, yes, if you can, or the aluminum, the metal. If you look at the very thin legs of this thing, you can see that just a little bit of pressure will bend it out. It's not going to break it, but it's going to bend it out. And they put some serrations on the edge here that's going to capture the plastic. So the first thing you need to do to install this is to install that screw, get it hand tight. All right, it's hand tight, and then we're going to install it into the frame itself. And if it's too wide, you got to back it out a little bit. So it is a little wide right now, so I'm going to back it out just a little bit.
Interesting. I'm glad I pulled up a video. I never would have got that.
Squeeze those back to make sure that that fits in there. And there it goes, just like that. You can see how nicely it fits, right? Legs of this thing. You can see that just a little bit of pressure will bend it out. It's not going to break it, but it's going to bend it out. And they put some serrations on the edge here that's going to capture the plastic. So the first thing you need to do to install this is to install that screw, get it hand tight. All right, it's hand tight. And then we're going to install it into the frame itself. And if it's too wide, you got to back it out a little bit. So it is a little wide right now, so I'm going to back it out just a little bit. Squeeze those back to make sure that that fits in there. And there it goes, just like that. You can see how nicely it fits, right? Okay, now the included Allen wrench is what's going to be used to actually capture that in there. So I'll go ahead and do that just a little bit right now.
Okay.
Just to get it
Gotcha. Okay,
so,
all right. We got it in there.
see here.
And we use our Allen wrench.
There we go. Now, we're going to go left here, which is going to give us a little bit of resistance. And I don't want to break it. I just want to squeeze it out there just enough, kind of hand pressure. Now I know that this thing's not coming out without undoing that screw. So the plug is now captured into the
left or
frame
right?
itself. All right. Now here's the next ingenious thing that they have done. Well, first let me show you how this works. So basically, at that point, we're going to go ahead and just anchor the piece on there, right? Okay, and you'll see how we're going to get this captured in there into that dovetail, which we talked about earlier, and it's going to get basically.
So he's saying we're inserting our spring in here, just like a safety or a detent for a safety. And then we're gonna, where are you, little fucker? Tiny little dude, slippery. And then we're going to place that. There we go, and he's seated okay.
What I've got to do is I got to take this little tiny Allen wrench that they have given you.
Back up a little bit.
That detent's going to prevent it from vibrating off or getting pushed off by your hand or whatever else. So it's, like I said, it's pretty amazing. Now, they give you another Allen wrench, a really tiny one, that is used to disassemble as well as to assemble, because as we start to put this on, you're going to notice that that detent's in the way, right?
Right.
So now what I've got to do is I got to take this little tiny Allen wrench that they have given you, and I need to stick it into the hole that's on top of that detent and push it down.
Gotcha.
And as I push it down, I'll have to compress the spring, and I'll clear it out of the way, and I'll push this Magwell into place. All right, so here we go. I'm going to put this all the way down, and then kind of capture it.
It's a little tricky.
Just like you do a slide cover plate. You know, you kind of push that in and pull it out and push at the same time. And there it is. It's installed. And what's really cool about it, it's got this really unique, reiki feel to it, or look to it, that drives your pinky finger up, which then drives your hand up, which allows you to get the highest grip on the gun. And again, if you watch any of my videos, you know that Magwells are great, right? They're designed really to help you load magazines and.
Okay, I don't think it's going all the way forward. There's like a little bit of a gap there. Like it needs to move a little bit more. Because I'm not feeling any compression if I go through the hole and press down. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, all right. I guess that's it, huh? Well, that feels great, too. That feels really nice. Gives that pinky a little place to be. I'm spoiled by that HK. I wish my Glocks shot those mags out as intensely. Well, pretty dope, dude. I like it. Smart design now that I see how it all goes together. As long as that's captured, let's give it a little pull test just in case. Pretty sure we're good to go. All right, well, that, as they say, is that. Nothing else to do to the gun. We're not Cerakoting it or anything, but, I mean, you could, but this is a carry gun. I don't want to get too carried away with a carry gun. Basic light, basic optic. The Magwell just makes for faster changes, and I mainly got it because it gives my pinky a little extra ledge there. Because without it, it was kind of dangling. And you can feel that too, because when you go to grip, you get a much stronger grip now. So that with the comp. Can't wait to shoot this now. See how much different. It's going to probably feel a lot different now. Very well. Take a photo. Cute. All right, gents. Carry on with your day. Thanks for stopping by, as always. Until next time, your boy Jake America. Peace. Bye.